Okay, so with hopefully the pizza sleeps behind me, I got some nice spicy salsa. I'm energized. It's Dean. Thank you for looking at our Discord. It is a safe for work Discord, so feel free. I mean, don't get in trouble at work, but you shouldn't really be too shy about opening up a channel or so. It should be PG-13, safe for work, and all of you are welcome to contribute, to add pictures and share stories, and aside from keeping everything safe for work, with a couple exceptions here and there. If you provide disclaimers and tales from the tabletop and you share like a horror themed tale from the tabletop, but people know that, okay, it gets kind of violent or whatever, that's fine. Reading is continuous consent. Especially with that prompt. But, oh shoot, what was it? Oh, make sure that your Discord handle matches your Twitch handle if they are different. That way it'll make it easier to communicate. Especially when I pull this raffle prize for our subscribers in August. It'd be really awkward if you're a subscriber and I don't know who you are or I can't find you otherwise. So I can't give you a prize then. It's Dean, thank you. Run. Follow me if you want to live. Hi, Ninbins. Try mechanically, but the science is most interesting. The second Mass Effect is where the series really shines. And I heard 3 is okay, and then Andromeda kind of... Dean, what do you mean? I don't know if I'm getting the acronym. Oh, because there wasn't a clear-cut good one. That does seem like a sentiment that I've heard. Male or female, we are going to reset this and roll a percentile. We have another male character. We're at 4 for 4. Of the race 3, a halfling. And another 3, a stout halfling. Now, the stout part is going to be replaced by the Dragonmark that halflings get. And actually, halflings, if I recall correctly, get their choice from 2 different Dragonmarks. So this could be interesting. Whoops, dropped my chip. I liked all the Mass Effects as Ars Fantastica, probably the first one the most. I even love getting all the ME3 endings. Katie Sue, quick question. How does everyone feel about NPCs that have abilities that the PCs cannot obtain? I.e. strange spells not in the rulebook, etc. Do you think it's not fair to add that to a non-homebrew game? I don't think it's unfair. People are different. How, consider it this. Consider it this way. How would your player know that NPC somehow can't know what they do know? In a role-playing setting. Is it because every wizard is supposed to be the same? Or, does your cleric know every wizard spell and they know that this one spell isn't on the wizard list, and so they're going to call the cleric out for knowing a spell they shouldn't otherwise? So if you're sticking to role-playing, it's perfectly fine. Unless you're making like some, Mary Sue NPC who does everything and is perfect and is more powerful than the players, and why are the players even relevant and exist? In which case, we're getting into a different territory. But if you have a wizard NPC, for example, and you give them a druid cantrip, so what? What does the party know or care? In character. And out of character? What are they, jealous of a cantrip or whatever else is going on? Alzy, Kitty Sue, I think it depends a lot on your audience. I don't really care if the game is fair as long as it's interesting. Yeah. Alzy. You're my huckleberry. Ars Fantastica, Katie Sue, I often help my players attain interesting things that give them some uniqueness. Katie Sue, I have a darker NPC that's mostly demon, and as she eats things, she gains strange combo abilities that I roll on the table. It's like the glutton feat with a heavy spin. Yeah. Right? She's not a PC. She's not standard. She's in some sort of demon aberration. So what? Have fun with it. Again, as long as she's not some uber NPC that is traveling with them as an extension for you to flaunt yourself over your PCs as a DM, by having this character, then make her interesting. Make her kind of a liability. Make her kind of an asset. Make her neutral. Make her whatever you want to make her. As long as it is compatible with the party and can still tell an interesting story. The last thing she ate was a level 5 ranger. Well, ripperonis to that ranger. Hey, Super Colliders, thank you. Welcome to all of you who came over with Super Colliders. Yeah, you're fine, Katie. I think you're fine doing that. If your PCs suddenly get upset, then you should ask them, since you know everything about this character, then what about it is not legal or fair? In a polite, open, tactful, or joking manner. I heard a Lalafell Ranger instead of a level 5 Ranger. Well, I do have a, my Lalafell is pretty good with a bow. Hashtag just saying. They haven't are actually really interested, it seems. Oh, okay. Cool. And thank you, Katie. Personally, and there's probably others out there in the audience too, thanks for bringing that past us. It's great to be able to help other people answer a question or share our own stories or, you know, rattle Jacob Marley's chains. Don't do what I did. It'll be disastrous. There's already a 5th edition D&D Final Fantasy XIV, like, supplement, a fan-made one. Yep, Ars Fantastica, you are correct. We are going to make this character 6161. If only that were neutral, right? Chaotic neutral. I think everyone is chaotic in this party this week so far. But there's only one character left. Who is level 66. That is going to be level 15. 4, 8, 12, almost 16. So of the 3 stat bumps, how many of those are going to be feats? With an 11, they're all going to be feats. That means our next character will have a Dragonmark, and we will take a feat to enhance the Dragonmark as well. And now we're going to check for backgrounds. We're going to roll 14. Oh, close. We have another urchin. That means our last character generated tomorrow will not only have a Dragonmark, take the feat to make the Dragonmark better, but also be a house scion as a background to get like the full backing of their noble house and the Dragonmark. We have an urchin. With a 6/7 personality trait. 5/4/5 ideal bond flaw. And now it's time to come up here and determine with the big old golden D12 what class we're going to be rolling. Come on. 6. A monk. Okay. D3. Specifically a 2. A Way of Shadow monk. AKA ninja, AKA shadow dancer. A Slodfest Alzi? Woo. Hey, TJ Fate. Chaos? You mean fun? Explosions? Also, there's something I implemented in game. I think I got the advice from here that enemies also have the power to spy, use location spells, etc., etc. In last session, my rogue failed a wisdom save that I'm going to play around with. Yeah, have fun with it, Katie. They know the rogue's most embarrassing junior high memory. At Katie Sue, I watched some of your stream yesterday. My favorite part, perhaps unintentional, DM, make an animal handling a check. Everyone picks up their little dogs. That's great. That is great. This salsa is pretty good too. It's giving me a bit of a runny nose because it's nice and spicy. You feel slightly obnoxious asking again, but you should definitely allow me access to your super cool random roll chart. Funny, I'll put it again in Discord. I saved it in the open office format for calculators. I can try saving it as a PDF, but I'll get it up after our next break, okay? Chaos, you mean quote? For the love of God, I know you're chaotic neutral. That does not mean chaotic stupid. Please do not refer to the gold dragon as pyrite. Me. Were you playing Dragonlance? Is that the pyrite from the Dragonlance setting? Hi, Caden. Have a seat. Okay. Oh no, I got the mineral reference. I just didn't know if that was a reference to the pyrite gold dragon that was in Dragonlance. I don't know if they ever made that into a 4th edition campaign setting, but certainly in 3rd edition, there was a rule book that you could play in Dragonlance in Kryn. Homebrew, gotcha, TJ. I still love the quote. So a stout halfling, Way of Shadow monk. Halflings start at 2 feet 7 inches tall, and they are going to. We're going to add 2d4 to his height. 3. So he is 2 feet 10 inches tall. Rah rah ree, kick him in the knee. Rah rah Rick, kick him in the other knee. What do you think I was going to say? Don't be lewd. We're going to take the 3 inches of height, multiply it by 1, and we're going to add that to his base weight as pounds. So he is 38 pounds. Boom. He gets up, he has his nightshirt on, maybe a stocking cap. Not his gear or anything, that's just his dry weight. And now for his age, we rolled a 62. He is a middle-aged halfling monk. Column 4, let's reference it here with halflings. He's between 111 and 155. So that is going to be a 45-sided die. 34. So he is going to be 144 years old. Middle-aged, 144. I presume you could beat Tanis Katie Sue. I don't know if I have the Dragonlance campaign setting personally, but you can look into it. They probably fleshed out the various NPCs. Caden says that reminds me of a geology joke. What rock is never wrong? Pyrite. Nah, I feel like I'm making you play this out, chaotic neutral. Everyone roll dex saves me. It's 140, unless, because I rolled a 34, it's not added to the 11. The 11 is the 1. So it's just like TJ Fate. If we go over here, in between 10 and 15, why we would roll a d6 for a child prodigy dragonborn, right? So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's why we roll a d6. And so, or I'm sorry, 10 to 15. So it'd be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bum-ba-da-dum. Because we're counting the first number as that number, not adding on top of it. Okay, we have most of our random rolls for this character finished. We have placeholders. Do I know what personality traits 6 and 7 for urchins are? It's not going to matter just yet. So hang on, we're going to build our character. There are, it does get into it, Alzi. If we did make a Dragonborn in, actually, we made a Tiefling. Karak Galifax III is a male Tiefling, and we gave him an aberrant Dragonmark, since Tieflings don't normally exist in Eberron, and they certainly don't have a house. Okay, before we go to the player's handbook, let's look at some backstory that the Wayfinder's Guide to Eberron can help enhance our character and make that transition into this campaign setting a little easier. So, Acolyte, all 13 of the backgrounds are here. Let's go to Urchin, and we're going to roll a d4 and find out which kind of urchin in the city of Sharn we have. 4. Urchin 4. You're a refugee. You were put in the camp in High Walls, but no walls can hold you. Sharn itself is an adventure, and you're dealing with the horrors of your past by exploring your new home. I bet the pure dragons would hate them. They killed Vol because she was a half-breed. You're in alert mode to finish your DM homework. Thank you, Katie Sue, for stopping by and sharing your stories. If we can help you here or on Discord, please let us know. Always happy. What would you do for things like tabaxis and Eberron? I can cover that when we get to that segment, DJ Delta. Katie Sue, only one of the players had read the Chronicles, and he was over the moon after he figured out what I dropped them in. Ah. Pocket Punch goes on a stroll through the plains. A poisonous snake pops out. And 17 and a 7. Oh no, that disadvantage. 7 plus 2 is 9. Pocket Punch, there's a snake in your boot. And, well, I just hope that the pain ends quickly for you, Pocket Punch TV. Tanis is Katie Sue's one true babe. DJ's going on a stroll through the forest. A centaur archer comes out. You attack normally with a 2, plus 3 is 5. DJ is pelted with arrows and is taken as a trophy by the centaur. You, I'm sure, are making a very nice skin rug somewhere on a centaurian hearth. Diadems at Katie Sue, a little jealous you get to game. I unfortunately will not be able to this weekend. Aw, Diadems. Diadems! I'm sorry to hear. Okay, so this is our particular urchin brand in Eberron. TJ Fate, thank you. Follow me if you want to live. Thank you. Now we are going to determine if our character has a regret or a debt to carry. With an odd roll, we're going to carry a regret. With an even roll, we're going to carry a debt at character generation. And we rolled a 4. Evens. Why do you need 200 gold pieces? Let's roll a d10 and find out. 7. Debt 7. Your family lost everything in the last war, which was the big civil war that just concluded a bit ago. 200 gold pieces would get them a stake in a new, we'll just say business. You haven't been able to play or watch anything for ages. Is your stream game going well? Yeah, Alzy. And you know, even if you can't watch live, you can watch it as a VOD, and I also put it up on YouTube. So you can follow the game there on your own time. But yes, we, so not this past session, but the session prior at the end, our paladin had died. And I said, well, look, you're on the cusp of level 3. Let's talk about your oaths, and maybe something can happen. And unfortunately, whatever his reasons, the player who was playing the paladin had quit the Discord server without even notifying me, and kind of left us in a bit of a lurch. So we had an understudy, Coffee Cat actually. Coffee Cat stepped in and is playing a character. Since Coffee Cat would have gotten a seat at the table otherwise. But you know what? Hey, these things happen. I hope that Rogue Infinity is alright. That it's not like a sickness, like he didn't get sick or something. Or, I don't know, there was like a sudden move because he had to, he had to leave or something. It's... I hope he's out there. I hope he's having fun and doing whatever he's doing. I'm sorry he's not playing with us anymore. I wish it could have been under different circumstances. Especially because I didn't kill him to kill him. But people take things differently, right? You just gotta roll with it. Okay. Let's continue our background We're going all the way to the back. This is going to flash a little bit, everyone. Hang on. Urchin. You grew up on the streets alone, etc. and so forth. Well, we have our particular Sharn brand of urchin. What are our skill proficiencies, etc.? That is sleight of hand and stealth. We are proficient with the tools of a These Guys kit and thieves' tools. We will get some equipment of a small kniff. If your DM says, yeah, that can count as a dagger, hey, add it as a dagger. Otherwise, it is a little pocket knife. Is it a memory of, is it like your grandfather's pocket knife, kind of like what I have? Is it a letter opener? I don't know. But anyway, we'll put down a small kniff. A map of Sharn. That's the city we grew up in. A pet mouse. Now, our last pet mouse with our barbarian street rat, that turned into his totem spirit, as he grew up to be a rough and tumble street fighter in Sharn, hence the barbarian. When his pet mouse died, he kind of had this bond with it, and it became his totem spirit animal. And so people started calling him Street Rat as he developed these techniques, as he accepted his dead pet mouse or rat's spirit as his guiding force. Will that centaur have a were-rat half-orc rug now? Yeah, right, DJ Delta. Ars Fantastica, the critical role character death really seemed to unearth something within the TTRPG community. I think a character death is part of the game and really can add to the narrative, but we have always treated it somewhat solemnly, even though it's only a game. Yeah, character death can and does happen. I've had that happen at my Curse of Strahd game that I run Thursdays at my store. We've had 2 characters face permanent death, and a handful of others got their one chance where they get to meet with Strahd in kind of a dreamlike area. And something happens to influence them. Character deaths can have great meaning. Hey, it's Maddie. Oh, the sexy one, huh? Well, don't mind if I do. Thank you very much, Seraph. King of the beautiful people. Well, I don't know. I need to shave, and I'm all kinds of, I know I have tons of light on me. I have 2 daylight LED strips on either side, and I have 3 daylight LED bulbs above me to try and get enough light in here for both me to show up and for my green screen not to freak out. Diadems, I understand people get attached to characters, but to me it's nothing to completely fall pieces over. We all take it differently. Alzi, looking back on Eberron, I feel like a baker or invested in cool ideas in Sharn. There's really nothing else anywhere near as interesting on the mainland unless you want to maybe check out the Mornland. Ours agrees with Diadem. Seraph says that just makes you brighter at these D&D builds. Boo! No, that's actually a good pun, but boo! A token to remember our parents by, so why don't we make that a trinket? Trinkets are always fun. So our token is actually going to be trinket number something. And we'll roll that up. Don't let me forget. A set of common clothes. And a belt pouch with 10 gapuz. TJ, yes, it is a playtest. However, if you do purchase it, as it gets updated and errataed and touched up, they will send you an improved copy. Thank you. I'm here all week, says Seraph. He gives you the wink and the gun. TJ, you don't need roll. It's just exclamation point 1D100. What's the level at for the current character? Level 15. Okay, our background feature is City Secrets, and because our campaign setting will be the city of Sharn, our two urchins are really going to be able to shine. I really believe so. It allows you to find shortcuts and travel much more quickly in a city environment. Personality traits, number 6. I think anyone who's nice to me is hiding evil intent. And 7, I don't like to bathe. Oh my. Ideals, 5. People. I help the people who help me. That's what keeps us alive. His bond is number 4. I owe a debt I can never repay to the person who took pity on me. Hey, we owe 200 gold pieces that he probably feels like, because 200 gold is a lot. All right? 1 gold in many campaign settings is 1 day of labor. Like, you'll get that, but of course, what's your actual take-home pay after, you know, you gotta buy grain and veggies and seed for your fields and all this other stuff. In many campaign settings, a gold is a day's income. So this is you know, a good chunk of a year's worth of income to pay to someone here. So we rolled a debt as part of the Eberron transition of our character, and yet here we owe a debt we can never repay to the person who took pity on us. Ooh, how about that, huh? Hey, Darkwolf, still in lurk mode, but do you think you could randomly roll me a tavern name? Sure. One moment, Darkwolf. Let's go over to the Dungeon Master's Guide. And we'll go to the tavern name generator. Whoops. Settlement. Coming up, here we go. Whoops. Current calamity. Here we go. Tavern name generator. We are going to roll 2d20 and find out what the name of this tavern is. 19 and 15. So here you go, Darkwolf. 19 is the Black. 15 is Mountain. So the random tavern that we've generated for you is called the Black Mountain. Yes, Bubonic 1 is the current stream boss. Oh, and yeah, TJ Fate, that's even a day's income of skilled labor. You're correct. That's not even just being a farmhand or something. Is gold worth the same in Eberron as it is in Forgotten Realms? It just seems that gold is so easy to come by in the realms. I don't remember anything saying that the economy is different. Ars Fantastica? The coins may look different. Diadem's cool. I have no video for some reason. My phone is providing video and my laptop is providing sound. Oh my. Forgotten Realms has a lot of power creep issues and the old why doesn't Elminster just do it issue. The Black Mountain, how ominous. Yep, you're very welcome, Darkwolf. Let me know how that plays into things. I'm curious. I grew up in the realms, but they're kind of broken. Black Mountain is a good band, says Ars Fantastica. Bubonic 1, wait, I became the stream boss? How did that happen? That happened when Dorak the Merciless mercilessly gifted you a subscription to the channel, I believe. Okay, our characters flaw because we are all flawed creatures. And if you don't think so, that's your flaw. Yeah, I caught you, didn't I? You can't get one past me. It's not stealing if I need it more than someone else. Hey, speaking of, there is Dorak. I am merciless, he shouts in all capital letters with a frowny face. None will be spared from his gifting wrath. So yeah, it's not stealing if I need it more than someone else. It's that whole Aladdin, you know, riff-raff, street rat. I don't buy that. Gotta steal to eat, gotta eat to live. Otherwise we get along wrong. No? A poo? Monkey little? Yeah, okay. Maybe it's a little pet monkey instead of a mouse. How about that? Work it out with your DM. Maybe your DM will give you a pet spider monkey or something. Some of his characters' personality will play quite interestingly off each other, stealing and then having to pay it back. Yeah, I agree. And isn't it fun to watch this character dynamic build? And we're already conceptualizing his past, his present, and what he's going to have to do in the future in order to try and rectify things. It might be robbing Peter to pay Paul, or how do you square that circle? It is another way you could express it. Bubonic, well, I'm now #1 all the way, and he flaunts his heap of experience points. But Dorak is taking all the credit. You may be #1, but Dorak is your agent, and he gets a cut. And he'll stay quiet and let you get on stage as long as you keep that money. Show him the money. Come on, Bubonic. Show Dorak the money. All right, now we are going to get into the racial traits of this character. I'm going to do this in 2 parts. So here we have Halfling. And I love this character. Every time I see her, she brings me joy and happiness. Behind every great adventure, there's a great sponsor. So Bubonic is the rat and Dorak is the ox. If you are making a dragon-marked character in Eberron, 5e, whatever, the Wayfinder's Guide, bear in mind, in 5th edition, in fact, here, I'm going to go to it real quick like, this is definitely worth citing. For humans and half-orcs, a Dragonmark is a variant race that replaces normal traits associated with those races. You want to roll up a human in Eberron, you can go vanilla human from the PHB, variant human from the PHB, or a Dragonmark human as its own self-contained variable. For half-elves, a Dragonmark is a variant race. You keep some of the standard half-elf traits and replace others with the traits associated with your mark. Therefore, in Eberron, you can be a vanilla half-elf from the PHB, or you can be the variant race Dragon-marked half-elf. It's its own self-contained thing. Now, for dwarves, elves, gnomes, halflings, and that's it. The Dragonmark replaces your subrace. It replaces your subrace. So let's go back over here. We get our halfling traits. We're technically still a stout halfling by, looks or cosmetics, right? Our dex score does increase by 2. Our movement is still 25 with a 12-12-0. We are still small, SMOL. We are still lucky. and brave. You have advantage on saving throws versus being frightened. And we still have halfling nimbleness. However, instead of, as we rolled a stout halfling, do not take the stout portion. Instead, we are now going to supplement the subrace with a Dragonmark up here. And you can see that halflings have 2 different racial Dragonmarks that they can inherit. One of healing and one of hospitality. I will roll a d10. Odds, it's healing. Evens, it's hospitality. Odds. So instead of a stout halfling, or at least, kind of pure, with the poison resistance and everything, we are, if you want to say, a hospitality halfling, or however you want to abbreviate it. But just realize that it is replacing your subrace. Yes, Dorak, I question every day. Has anyone really been far, even as decided to want to do look more like? It is a conundrum for the ages. People don't think it be like it is, but it do. Alzy B, could it be interesting if adventurers were like athletes and made most of their income through team contracts and merchant sponsorship? That would be a very interesting concept, Alzy. Yeah, like Christopher Columbus, right? Go out and discover things and we'll sponsor you. Just plant our flag on the soil. Good old Columbus and his licensed Team Spain jersey. Yeah. Yeah. This guy. Dasu, do a forward front flip. I will shop for a whopper, Dorak the Merciless. Dasu. TJ, what are you talking about with the numbers there? Oh, for 25? So, they get a run speed. Here, I'll zoom in. It can be a little small here on the presentation. On the variant character sheet we use to present, you see here, run speed, climb, swim, and fly. You guys sound like that chapter of Harry Potter written by an algorithm. Ron was going to beat spiders. He just was. Was that a good computer voice? Or a text-to-speech? I can't say I've heard that, Alzy. Do you have a link or something? That would be very interesting. Alright, so now that we have our base halfling traits, let's find out what this hospitality Dragonmark gives us. Oh, by the way, because we have a Dragonmark, hey, we get a Dragonmark quirk. Number, we're going to roll a d6. 1. Your Dragonmark is unusually small or remarkably huge. Zerby, hello! I just had to walk 1.5 miles carrying a bike. Oh. Yeah, flat tire, oh my. By the way, so Street Rat, our Totem Warrior Barbarian, our big raging brawler, strength for days, dex for days, con for days. When he invokes his Dragonmark, that gives him these powers, the Master of Locks and Wards and Seals, that gives him intrinsic magical power, You know what happens to this big barbarian? His Dragonmark tickles when he uses it. Okay. So, our last character we are going to be making will for sure have this background, a house agent, and will for sure take the feat of an improved Dragonmark. Hey King, good to see ya. The sponsorship idea has me thinking of a campaign based on the outside of an immense maze. Adventurers seek out sponsorship of gear/boons to aid their questing, and in return, they give a cut of the to the Merchant Lord's Eldritch beings. It's a great campaign idea, isn't it, TJ? Can you share that on the Discord, Alzy? You're gonna call it a night building your character? Yeah, go ahead and share it, DJ. Alright, mark of detection, finding, handling, healing. Wait, did I say odd? On the list, which one came first? Was it healing or hospitality? Oh, I'm sorry. It was healing because we rolled an odd number, didn't we? Yeah, we rolled a 1 on a D10. So this isn't hospitality. This is a healing halfling who is an urchin way of shadow monk. Sorry about that, buddy. Whoops, a little too far. Healing. There we go. So this is replacing the stout subrace portion of our halfling. House Jurasco. Noble cleric, folk hero, bard, criminal rogue. These are archetypes or models. If you're having trouble trying to conceptualize how you can build a character, there you go. Mark of healing traits. Ability score increase. Your wisdom score increases by 1. Ooh. I get 2 dex and 1 whiz? As a monk? Don't mind if I do. Medical intuition. When you make a wisdom medicine check, you can roll 1 intuition die, a d4, and add the number rolled to the ability check. You do not need proficiency. That intuition die that your Dragonmark gives you is just a bonus when you do it. So halfling nimbleness, medical intuition. Unfortunately, it's not halfling numbness, I guess, so it'll still hurt when they do stuff. And the healing touch. As an action, you can draw power from your Dragonmark to spend 1 of your hit dice and revitalize yourself or a creature that you touch. Roll the die, add your wisdom modifier, and the creature regains a number of hit points equal to the total. Once you use this trait, you can't use it again until you finish a short or a long rest. Healing touch. So, we have a healing monk who can teleport around the battlefield as long as there's pools of shadow. King, monks are just dex punch fighters. Thanks, Crawford. Yeah, I know, Alzy. I ask the world of you all. I don't know about that, Seraph. Come on now. A ninja medic. Yep, TJ. I am the limited edition skin. That sounds like a that's a lich with a new wardrobe. Yeah, these are my limited edition skins. I got this one in Cormier. I got this one in Tyr, and oh, Spillheart.
Right now, Matt. Thank you for streaming. Lol, not really, just a bit irritated.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Spillheart, did you want a pack of minis for that donation? You met the criteria. and I can bring it to the store for you. Oh, oh, and there goes the camera. Again. I gotta stop doing that. This was an expensive camera. Yes, the pink fundraiser, Maddie. So Spillheart with that, I don't know, do you want the rare or the large uncommon out of Monster Menagerie, Elemental Evil, or Rage of Demons? Okay, so there's our racial ability. If we want to put Healing Touch over here,
I would love a pack of minis.
oh, all right. Well, Spillheart, you're actually halfway to a second pack to get the rare or the large uncommon out of them. The first 1,000 you donated was enough to get the rare or the large uncommon out of one of these, and you're another halfway into another box. So let me know which one of the 3 boxes you would like me to open, and I will set that rare or large uncommon aside for you at the store so you can come and pick it up the next time you play on Wednesday. And if you do have another 500 bits, you'll get that second box. King's going into the Underdark. In a Lith it appears. 8 and 17. 8 plus 5 is 13. Unfortunately, King hasn't, well, he might not have a brain anymore. Or he's become a part of a greater brain by this point.
The middle and the right one.
The middle and the right? Okay, here's the middle. Why don't we do this? We'll do it one at a time. You're actually now sitting on 2.5 boxes, Spillheart. We're going to open up this one first, and I'll replace it, and you can make a choice for the next one, okay? Yes, I am a real-life shopkeeper. I actually played a shopkeeper NPC in a vampire LARP that we ran out of the store. It was a lot of fun. Oh, Spillheart. Well, first things first, there's some little figures that they include in here. I'm just gonna hide. You can't see. Oh, neither can I. I guess it's just some flying base for a piece that was in here. I don't know. What dumb creatures can fly in Dungeons and Dragons, Spillheart? Come on. Who would want to play with a flying creature? Oh, thank you, Ars. Alrighty, because they chose to mold the names of the minis with the same matte black plastic. Ugh, I gotta use a light to read it here. This is a Moon Elf Ranger. So this is gonna be one of the commons or normal uncommons. A Moon Elf Ranger. Oh, come here, you. No, there's no getting away. A fire snake.
Had a bad day when I splurge on myself, chi.
Oh, all right. Well, so you're gonna get 3 boxes total, and a little bit towards a 4th, if you wanted. And the last kind of random piece is, boo, a wolf spider. You all encounter this in the random planes. Spillheart. This is the rare that is inside. If I can open it without hopefully not ripping it. This is the rare that is inside your Elemental Evil box. So yeah, it has a flying stand. I don't know. I don't know if that means anything to you. Flying creatures, 3D&D. But there's some kind of a... I don't know. I don't know if you can kind of read that label. Spillheart. I'm trying to hold it to the camera as best as I can. Can you read what that piece is? Alzy, your wife would throw that mini in the trash immediately. Spillheart, you have won a brass dragon mini. This will be one of the minis waiting for you at the store, Spillheart. It is unfortunately not made out of real brass. Unfortunately, King. All right, Spillheart, choose box number 2. You have 3 boxes coming your way. You have 3 1/4, really. Which box do you want next? The dice gods must be given their due. So go ahead and choose one, Spillheart. These are ones that I managed to get in through one of my distributors, Alzy. I don't know if they're current releases, but they're ones that that I can still get in. Okay, apparently you mean 4. What's the next one that you'd like? Monster Menagerie, Elemental Evil, or Rage of Demons? While you're thinking here, let's go over to Monks and start filling in the class features of our 4th character. #15th level, so here's all the fun stuff we're getting. You want all 3 in front of you? Okay. Here we go. Rage of Demons first. Out of Rage of Demons, there are... Whoop. Come on now. You win some bubble wrap ASMR. Yay! Nope, let me bring up the set list and make sure that I'm getting the proper rarities here. Okay. Yes. All right. So here is a Drow Captain. A Drow Captain. Hand, crossbow, and sword. I knew I'd choose right. I want that bubble wrap or we'll fight. A Dretch. D-R-E-T-C-H. A Dretch. A Goblin Archer. And the large uncommon out of this box that you won is a Vrock Demon. A Vrock Demon with a flying stand. Ah. Yeah, apparently it has some invisibility skills, Ars Fantastica. Dretch is an outdated term. We prefer Hell Monkey. Alright, next up, we're going to open the Monster Menagerie. Okay, let me bring up the set list here. That way I know which is which. Alright, so first up, we have a vampire. Blah. A vampire. Hey, Becky. Next up, Spillheart. Jarhild Stoneforge. Jarhild. I'm presuming that's a Yar. Yarfield Stoneforge. And a giant fire beetle. A giant fire beetle. That's fine, Spillheart. The large mini that you are getting out of this set is bum-ba-da-dum, a Yeti. Let's see if this will... Come on now, there it is. There's our Yeti. Lastly, but not leastly, Spillheart. This is the last box that you did a blind bid on. Reconnecting, huh? Did my channel just drop? Question mark? Oh, if I'm reconnecting. Oh, here we go. I don't have to use my phone, I guess. Am I back? Am I back? I was going to get on my phone. I was going to get on my phone and ask if my stream just kind of derped out. It's working again. It must have been, I don't know if it's ISP maintenance or something. I looked down and suddenly it went from an end stream option to reconnecting. And I'm like, whoa, hang on, what's going on? Okay, Spillheart, this is the last box that you have fully supported. Plug the you know what, ours, I think I just need to download more RAM, honestly. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. It's a simple, elegant solution. All of the time, Seraph. Okay, first up is a white. W-I-G-H-T, a white. Next up is... Ooh, I gotta check the rarity of this one. Hang on. This is... Earth Elemental. It's not an Earth Elemental. Ah. Ooh. Okay. So, Spillheart, you're going to have a decision, my friend. First things first, you have a water, or actually I guess second things second, you have a water cult warrior. Now, Spillheart, you are in an interesting position. Your box came with both a large uncommon figure and a rare figure. And so you're going to get your choice between the large uncommon or the rare. Your rare is an Air Genasi rogue, who apparently is invisible due to green screen effect. But she's also an Air Genasi, so its hashtag seems legit. This is technically a rare piece, and you could take this piece if you want, an Air Genasi rogue. Or, Spillheart, are you with me? Give me a sign, Spillheart. Yeah, classic. See, I'm providing you the special effects for free. Spillheart, do you want the Air Genasi rogue, or do you want an owlbear? Spillheart, Draco, do you want an owlbear? Are you sure? Are you positive you want an owlbear? $1,000%. For those of you who don't know or haven't been reading, Dark Wolf's diary, Spillheart plays in her Lost Mine of Fandelver game on Wednesdays. Spillheart's character Draco has been trying to train an owlbear to follow him around and be an animal companion to him. The fact that Spillheart pulled an owlbear fig is absolutely astronomical and baffling. Oh, Caden. Bwomp, bwomp, wow. Okay, so we've reset with an elemental evil and a rage of demons. So Spillheart, thank you very much. I appreciate that, and it seems like you got some good pulls out of the boxes. You're a quarter of the way to another box. No pressure. You've supported the channel a lot, my friend. I appreciate that. I don't want you spending money, you know, don't be wise. But you are a quarter of the way to another box of your choice. However, it is open for anyone else who wants to bid 1,000 bits or a $10 donation to get the rare or large uncommon out of the Elemental Evil or the Rage of Demon box. Okay, later, Spillheart. Well, all right, so we've been building the character, haven't we? Spillheart, thank you again. Here's to having a good stream. My laptop is starting to overheat. All right, DJ Delta. Thank you for being a part of it, and don't let your computer melt, man. Thank you very much. And that onion, hello. We are going to get 15 D8 hit dice for being a D8 hit die class. No armor proficiencies. We do get weapon proficiencies of simple and short swords. 5 and 14, you have disadvantage. Unfortunately, TJ Fate, the lion tears you apart. Choose a type of artisan tools or a musical instrument. Well, I don't know. We have a disguise kit and thieves tools. Anything we do for artisan would get them to a stake in a new business of some kind. So maybe she learned or he learned family recipes. What if he has proficiency with culinarian tools? And he needs that money to pay back a debt so that his family can then talk to Tom Nook and take out a mortgage to open up like a noodle restaurant or something in Sharn. TJ Fate. I want you to type !res please. REZPLZ. And we'll see if we can get you back to life. You may not be the same coming out as you were going in, but life is life, isn't it? I do not, Alzy. I do not. Strength and dexterity are our proficiencies. And choose 2 from acrobatics, athletics, history, insight, religion, and stealth. Let's see. I think anyone who's nice to me is hiding evil intent. I help people who help me. That's what keeps us alive. I owe a debt I can never repay to a person that took pity on me. You're a refugee. You are put in the camp in high walls, but no walls can hold you. Sharn itself is an adventure, and you're dealing with the horrors of your past by exploring your new home. It's not stealing if I need it more than someone else. So probably, if the walls couldn't hold us, we're probably a sneaky little guy when we were little and a refugee. So maybe something like insight and stealth might seem appropriate. Oh, we already have stealth. Insight, I don't know, I'm feeling insight for the character. If you have a different recommendation, please let me know. Or if no walls can hold him, acrobatics and athletics. Maybe he's just a physical specimen, right? It's a dead stream again? It's not showing it on my end. This is frustrating. A short sword or any simple weapon. So, I don't know. What about something like a short bow? That'll be a dex. That'll be some piercing. We'll also get martial arts. Being a monk. A dungeoneer's pack or an explorer's. And if he's doing a lot of climbing, probably a dungeoneer's. And 10 darts. Works for you now? Alright, well. If it happens, let me know for sure. Thank you, that onion. Thank you, Diadems. Darts are 1d4. And our martial arts at 15th level. Let's see, our proficiency is a +5. We're looking here. Our martial arts are 1d8. Our key points, and we'll put those, actually, we have healing touch. We're a monk. We need to put our key points down here. We have 15 total, and we've used 0 of them. We have 25 extra. Oh, that's going to put us at a 50 movement speed with a 25 climb and a 25 swim. Actually, I think our climbing is going to be our full speed because of monk feature, unless that's a way of the open hand. Okay. Woo. Unarmored defense, dexterity plus wisdom plus 10 if we're not wearing armor. Martial arts, we're going to get key abilities. Is it Step of the Wind to disengage or dash? And your jump distance is doubled. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. So this is going to be Flurry of Blows to get that extra attack in at the cost of a key point. Patient Defense. And Step of the Wind. Unarmored movement, we have that. We're going to take our monastic tradition after we get our base monk abilities in. We will have the ability to deflect and then possibly return missiles thrown at us or shot at us. Deflect missiles. Slow fall. Monks get so many abilities, it's crazy. Extra attack. Stunning strike as a key option. Key empowered strikes, meaning that we're dealing magical bludgeoning damage. We're going to get evasion, so we're taking less damage. Monks are hard to kill. Also, stillness of mind. Hard to take over our brains because of our training. Purity of body. Immune to disease and poison. So we're going to come up here to poison and fill in the dot where it says I for immune. Alzy, anybody see that ad for the Meg on Twitch? I'm pretty appalled that they discover an extinct species and want to kill it. Alzy, can you explain that? I don't know what the ad is or what the Meg is about. By 13th level, we also get Tongue of the Sun and Moon. We can speak and understand all spoken languages. At 14th level, we get Diamond Soul. Your mastery of Ki grants you proficiency in all saving throws. All of a sudden, dun da da dun da da dun da da dun da da. Additionally, whenever you make a saving throw and fail, you can spend 1 key point to re-roll it and take the second result. And at level 15 for being a monk, Timeless Body. Your ki sustains you so that you suffer none of the frailty of old age, and you can't be aged magically. You can still die of old age, however. In addition, you no longer need food or water. You just run off of ki. Now, let's see what Way of Shadow gives you. You get Shadow Arts. You can use your ki to duplicate the effect of certain spells. As an action, you can spend 2 ki points to cast, and these are second level spells. So we'll just say that they cost 2 ki. Shadow Arts is going to give you Darkness. Shadow Arts is going to give you Dark Vision, which, as a halfling, you do need if you want to see in the dark. Pass Without Trace. Silence. You gain the Minor Illusion cantrip if you don't already know it. You are also going to learn to Shadow Step. At 6th level, you gain the ability to step from one shadow into another. When you are in dim light or darkness, as a bonus action, you can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see that is also in dim light or darkness. You then have advantage on the first melee attack you make before the end of the turn. We are also going to get Cloak of Shadows. By 11th level, you have learned to become one with the shadows. When you're in an area of dim light or darkness, you can use your action to become invisible. You remain invisible until you make an attack, cast a spell, or are in an area of bright light. So, kind of free invisibility? Well, conditional invisibility. And we're not quite high enough yet to be an opportunist. But you get a lot of stuff as a monk, even as a Way of Shadow monk. Isn't that something? Let alone one that can teleport a darkened battlefield and boop your nose to heal you using his own hit dice. Seraph says the Meg, you mean the giant shark movie. Oh, a megalodon? Interesting. I guess I could see why people want to kill it, but yeah, from the preview, they basically want to kill it because it's threatening the beach. Like, just close the beach. But we are species-centric, Alzy. That is our hubris. And hubris works in all circumstances, all of the time. Monks could make great students, not needing any food or water. Think of all the expense you'll save, not needing food or water. Alright, now that we have this nice polished chassis of a character, it's time to drop a Hemi in it and rev it up. Dexterity is definitely important for our character. As an offense and defensive measure, we should probably plop the 15 down in there. Wisdom is very important for our key abilities as well. Probably put the 14 here, unless you want maybe more hit points, in which case we can put the 14 there and the 13 in Wisdom. Then we have a 12 which we can drop in... He's probably not the smartest. Yeah, he seems like a very simple soul. Intelligence is probably getting the 8. 15, 14... So I have a 12 and a 10 left. He's kind of a loner, right? He's growing up, he's doing things, he's scrapping on his own. Let's give him the 12 strength and the 10 charisma. 0, that turns into a 14. 8, 14, 17, and 12. Seraph says, Alzi, I say the only good kaiju is a dead kaiju. Or even a dai kaiju. But without Godzilla, who will fight Mothra? Alrighty, we have some numbers now. We have our level 4 and our level 8 and our level 12 ability score increases to drop into our character. First things first, I think of the 6 points, 3 of them are probably going to go into dexterity to make this score in the natural cap of 20. That is going to leave 3 more points. And you're going to pull your hair out because you're like, this. We now have even numbers. What are we going to do with this stray 1? Right? If we want to increase our, I don't know, if we wanted to increase our wisdom, let's say, and bring that up to a 16 so our natural AC is higher, we still have 1 floating. We can't get a mod increase out of that. That's true. Bear in mind, however, that there is a mechanical benefit to your strength score, and there's a mechanical benefit to your constitution score. If you're faced with floating an odd number and you don't want to set it up for some other future increase, I would suggest dumping it into strength so you can push, pull, lift, carry, or you have a higher encumbrance. Or plop it into constitution so you can hold your breath longer, or other circumstances along those lines. In our case, he's a pretty physical dude. We're probably going to bring our strength up to 13. Mothra is good. You don't fight it. It just goes back to sleep on its jungle island with Japanese twins to sing to it. Alzi, wow, that's some Independence knowledge. I never actually watched it. Oh, in depth. But Mothra is weak and can't take other Daikaijus, so it needs to call in a favor with Godzilla. Real talk, could Godzilla take the Tarrasque? It's a good question. I don't know. I guess so. I don't know if any of you get that. All right, we are proficient in all of our saves now because of Diamond Soul, so 6, and our athletics is 6. We have 10. Ooh, 10, 10, and 10. Our Constitution saving throw is 7. Our Intelligence saving throw is 4, even with a -1. Our Wisdom saving throw is 8. And then we're going to drop the 3 into everything else. That's not too shabby. Charisma is still a 5 saving throw with everything else being 0. Isn't that nice? Is Godzilla a Tarrasque with Dragon Breath? Ooh, good question. Our passive perception is 13. It's 10 plus our perception modifier for representing our natural awareness. Armor class per unarmored defense and monk is going to be 10 plus dex plus wisdom. So we have an 18 AC without wearing anything more than like a loincloth and a smile. Initiative is going to be on a +5. We have 0 dark vision, being a halfling. Let's see. Current hit points. We're a D8 hit die class. That's first level. Our remaining 14 levels are going to be half +1 our hit die. So 5, right? Half of 8 is 4 + 1 is 5. And then we're going to get, for all of our levels, all 15 of them, bonus hit points equal to our Constitution modifier. There we go. There's our very basic algebra. 30, 70, 108 is our total. With these ridiculous saves and with evasion, whoa! And don't forget, we can teleport around the field too if it's dark. Whoa! And we can heal because of our Dragonmark. Whoa! All of these attack off of dex, meaning that we're rolling in with a plus 10 to hit, plus 10 to hit, plus 10 to hit, 1d6 plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. We have no spell slots, so if you want to count your key, if you want to make a line here, you can say something like DC equals, it's based off your wisdom, right? So it's your proficiency, which is 5, plus 8. It's the arbitrary static number that they use for saves. So we're at 13 plus wisdom is 16. So the DC is 16 to resist certain effects of our key. Otherwise, I don't know, if you wanted to put it down here in the spell, because there's not really other saves, you could do that. And here we go. We have made character number 4 with a healing Dragonmark. Alzi says, real talk. Could a Japanese guy in a rubber lizard suit take the Tarask? Maybe if it was a miniature. Seraph 949. The new one is like twice to 3 times as big as Showa and Heisei continuity Godzilla's. I've come to the conclusion, says that onion, that Japanese can do pretty much anything these days. They don't kid around. They do give it their all. That is true. Taraskui Dayo. An exclamatory shout in Nihongo. Alzi B, is the rubber suit made him an Ultraman, then yeah, otherwise he'll die instantly. Alright, you know what? We have completed our 4th Eberron character. I have to get up and use the restroom because I've been drinking water. I had this large farva, otherwise known as a liter of soda. I gotta get up, take like 5 minutes or so, and I'll continue the vicious cycle because I'm just gonna drink more water. Why not? It's a warm summer night. And I'll see you back here, and you know what? We'll be in part 3 of the stream. Open talk, if you guys need help building something, whatever you want to do. Hey, it's our time. Right? Goonies, this is our time. Our place.